everyone. I welcome you all back to today's episode on Canada immigration. It's your boy Alan Cash here, and today we are going to talk about how to seek asylum. Yes, the step by step process and how to do it right so you don't get rejected or find yourself being deported at the end of the process. Yes, so kindly share this live session when you see this and you hop on. Yes. Today is going to be a very quick one, a very brief session that I bring to you guys. Yes. So I know a lot of people have heard about asylum and drew asylum. And then people don't really know much about what asylum is and what the process and how the process actually goes through the beginning to the end and how everything occurs for one to be approved for asylum and become a refugee and be a protected person here in Canada. And this morning or this afternoon, wherever you find yourself, I want us to have a quick session about how you can seek asylum the right way, the step by step process, so you can actually be approved at the end of the session. Yes. So, kindly, if you have any questions, you can drop it. There's a live session, so let's stay interactive. And if you happen to see this video after our live session, too, if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. I'll address them for you. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please do what you subscribe, like this video, so YouTube can actually recommend this video to other people to watch it. Yes. So, before we go into the process, I want us to clarify what asylum actually is. So, asylum is a form of protection that allows individuals already in Canada or at a Canadian port of entry to stay and receive legal status if they fear for their life, if they have the fear of persecution or maybe anger or maybe danger in their home country or wherever they are coming from due to factors like race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. Yes. So what asylum basically implies is if you are coming from your home country, like you fear for your life, you are in the in and you are at the verge of being killed, you are at the point of maybe um, being killed by your family members, you fear because you share your opinion or maybe your political opinion in your country, or whether due to your race you find yourself in a country where they are actually what trying to persecute you or trying to kill you, you run to a country like Canada where you actually want to stay protected. So that is basically for asylum. Okay, so now let's look at the eligibility criteria. What makes you eligible for asylum? So, to be eligible for asylum here in Canada, you must meet certain criteria. That is, that the fear of um, the fear of persecution must be well founded, and you should be able to apply within 1 year of arriving here in Canada. Exceptions may apply in specific circumstances. Yes. So you should have a valid reason why you are actually seeking for asylum. You can't just wake up and just say, "Yeah, I want to leave my country and I just want to come for asylum." No, you should have some well-funded reasons. Well-funded reasons. Keep watching this video, and I will give you some top two um, asylum claims that you can actually use in your if you find yourself in such a situation. That way your claim or your case will not be trashed out. Yes. So step one is all about preparation. Yes, you need to really prepare. Um, Close to a year or maybe more than a year, many international students who made way into Canada had to one way or the other had to hop on asylum because they were at the verge of being deported. Yes. So what happened was many of these people did not really prepare for that. They actually thought they had their study permit, then they had their school application, and they had their visas. So they come at the port of entry and they will be given their study permit. But that was not the case. They actually got to the port of entry, and one way or the other, things didn't go right between them and the visa officer or the CBSA agent. So they had to like be deported. So just for the fear of that, many of these people had to go in for asylum. Such people they're not prepared. But before you make your mind to go for asylum, please, the first step is to make preparations. What do I mean by making preparations? Is that you gathering all relevant documents to support your claim. These might include identification papers, any evidence of persecution, police reports, testimonies from witnesses, a whole lot of this. So, for example, if you come in like you are a part of LGBTQ, or it's because of some land disputes and stuff, you fear for your life and your family members. Maybe you went in to sell a plot of land for your family, and you one way or the other squandered the money, like you use the money on your own without sharing it to your family members, and as such they are trying to like persecute you or trying to like kill you, so you fear for your life. You should have valid evidence for this. Okay, so the first thing that the immigration or the CBSA agent will ask you, did you file any report, any police report? Do you have evidence of that? Do you have any testimonies? Like, do you have some recordings from maybe radio or TV or whatsoever? And also, how long did the duration take, and what did you actually do in the process? You know, it entails a lot, and many people do not actually know how they process it. They just think you come in, you just you just like say my people want to kill me, and that's it. No, it entails a lot. Mind you, you'll be taken to the court to defend your claim. So in order to win your case, you should have proper evidence to that. Please let's keep that in mind. So the step two actually involves physically getting to Canada. You can't actually apply before you get into Canada. You need to be at a port of entry, or you need to have made way into Canada. You can apply for asylum at any point of any port of entry, or at any Canadian immigration office if you're already here inside the country. Keep in mind that it's essential to respect Canadian laws throughout the process. Yes, they actually have asylum laws and asylum rules, and as such, if you happen to hop on that, you guys will be taken to maybe like a shadow house where you guys will be kind of referred to like some asylum lawyers who will actually help you through the process. Yes, mind you, you are not alone in this. Yes, there are going to be some professionals who are actually going to guide you how to write your claim, how to like talk when you get to the courtroom and stuff. Yes, but you need to make sure and respect the Canadian laws throughout the process. So once you are in Canada, you need to proceed with completing your asylum application. Yes, it's an application that you need to file in. You are applying for that what protected status. Yes. So make sure to provide accurate and detailed information. This is where the problem is. Mind you, whatever you say at the port of entry, you should say the same thing. It should actually reflect when you actually go home, or maybe you get to the shutter house, or you go to wherever they will take you, or even at the court. It should be the same thing. This comes back to preparation. A lot of people do not actually prepare. So when they are hit at a port of entry, they are actually nervous, they are anxious, they are so scared, they just say something. So when they go home, they feel relaxed. They actually want to process everything, and they try to change it. That is one thing that will help you. Honesty is very crucial in these days. It is very crucial. Be honest with yourself. That is, if you want to do this, you need to come prepared. That is the fact. Please, if you want to do this, you really need to come prepared. Have your whole plan in your head. Know what you want to talk about because it's going to be a whole scrutiny at the court. That is one thing I need to tell you. It's going to be a whole scrutiny. They are going to ask questions. You are going to show some kind of evidences. And if you find yourself already here in Canada, you don't have to be scared. There are ways we go about this. You need to, if you are a Ghanaian or maybe an African and you're already here in Canada and you've gone through this process, but you are actually that you didn't really prepare before you actually said certain things, please don't be scared. Yes, don't be scared. There are actually ways where you can actually would come back, like come full on board and also try to defend yourself. Why am I saying this? When you already here in Canada and you're actually scared, maybe you didn't prepare, you didn't have any evidences to show, and you are actually preparing for your hearing at the court. That is one thing I want you to do. I don't know what your claim is, but based on your claim, you can actually receive or maybe like gather some stuff back home. You know, we live in the internet world where we live. The world is a global thing where we can actually operate everything from our phones, our mobile phones, and our laptops. So one thing that you need to do is just go online. Yes, you need to make this research. Go online right now and try to search everything regarding your claim from back home. Gather everything. Gather everything. If your case was about maybe being killed, or maybe you went to sell a plot of land, or whatever, maybe a part of LGBTQ, that's a good thing. Because back home or back in Africa, I don't really know for the whole of Africa, but I actually know for some part of Africa, some countries in Africa where they've actually abolished such a thing. So if you happen to be from such a country, you have a good claim. You can actually retract some newspapers, and you know there are going to be some bloggers who actually make this the issue too scary that you actually be killed and stuff. Attract those stuff. Attract them. Send them. Make someone take copies of them. Send them to your email, and you can actually what print them. It will help you in your case. Yes, remember, honesty is very crucial in this stage. As I said, you need to come prepared and you need to provide accurate and detailed information. The next step, which is the four, actually involves you attending an interview with the Refugee Protection Division. During this interview, you will have the opportunity to present your case and explain the reasons for seeking asylum. Be prepared to answer questions about your application. There are going to be questions being asked. I need to let you know. There are going to be questions being asked, so you need to really come prepared for the interview. Yes. So after your interview, they are going to make you guys do some medical examination and security checks. Yes. They need to make sure you don't really have any kind of contagious and some communicable diseases harbored in yourself where you actually want to make way and maybe like cause a spread in their country. Yes. So after the interview, you will need to undergo medical examinations and security checks. These are routine procedures to ensure the safety of the health of everyone involved. Yes, they are routine checks, so you don't really to be scared of anything. They are routine checks. So finally, in the next stage, which is the step six, you receive a decision on your asylum application. The decision may grant you refugee status, or in some cases, you may have the opportunity to appeal if the initial decision is negative. I want to touch on this thing. Once you go for your hearing, the decision becomes two, based on what you present, based on the evidences that you have, and based on how you actually present your case and how you are able to convince them to actually or consume whatever you are saying. The decision can be a positive one, that is you being a refugee, or it could be negative, where they won't buy whatever you are saying. They just feel you are just talking trash, just trash. So that when that happens, they actually give you the opportunity to file an appeal. But most cases, what happens is when your case is denied, the chances of you not being approved even after the appeal is very low. Yes, because you are going to present the same thing, maybe you gather something. But there is also always an exception to the rule. People tend to get positive feedbacks after a negative thing. So this all boils down to the first step where I talked about preparations. You really need to prepare. You really, really need to prepare, because what you are going in for is a long thing, and you really need to remind you. A lot of people have actually abused this system. So these people are already angry that we are actually abusing them. So if you want to hop on this, or you already find yourself one way or the other, please gather all the necessary documents, the necessary evidences, and everything. Yes. So, as I told you, I'll be giving you some tips for a successful asylum application. Please, if you've watched to this point, please go to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like this video for me. Please give me a like for this video so YouTube can actually recommend this video to other people to watch. Yes. So, I have like a few tips for you guys. So, in securing asylum in Canada, you should know it's a complex process, but there are some tips that can actually help you along the way. First of all, as I said earlier, you are not alone in this. Mind you, you are not alone in this. There are going to be some legal professionals who are going to guide you through the process. So, one, even if you do not have one, before you even file your claim, please seek legal advice. Yes, that is the first thing you need to do. Seek legal advice from an immigration lawyer or a reputable organization specializing in asylum cases. There are reputable organizations here in Canada who are actually what specialize in asylum cases. Please do what contact them. They can actually guide you through the whole process and ensure you've completed your application correctly. The key thing is correct, because if you happen to make any mistakes when you are filing your claim, that is going to really affect you throughout the whole process. Number two, tip number two that I have for you guys is try to document everything. Document everything. Keep copies of your application, your evidences, and any correspondence related to your case. Don't just say anything, don't just give room for anything. Please document everything, because you are going to gather all these things for your hearing. And all of these things, everything that you've documented, your evidences, any correspondence that is going to top up for your case, you really need to show them at the hearing, and they are going to boost your chances of being approved for the refugee status. They'll actually help strengthen your position if you need an appeal. Mind you, I made mention that when your case is being refused, they will be given an opportunity for an appeal. So if you have an appeal, your documents are going to help you in that way. The third tip that I have for you guys is be truthful and consistent. As I said earlier, please be truthful and consistent. Honesty and consistency are very vital in this process. Make sure all the information you provide is accurate and consistent throughout the process. That is why I was talking about people trying to change whatever they said at the port of entry. If you try to change it, that is going to automatically you are going to say you are not honest, you are not being truthful to yourself. Yeah, that's going to give you a negative feedback. So please prepare before you come. Please prepare. Tip number four is language assistance. If you are not fluent in English or French, please. We've had cases like this. Yes, if you are not fluent in English or French, because in this country, Canada has two legal, like two languages that they speak. They speak English and French. So either of them, if you are not good, please request language assistance during the interview session to avoid misunderstanding that might affect your application. That is a very last thing. That is a very important thing, because if you are not fluent in English, mind you, our tonation, our accent is kind of different from how they speak to you. If they happen to say something you don't understand, or maybe you don't hear what they are saying, it's not like audible in your ears, and you happen not to translate it well, and you give any feedbacks, it's going to affect you. Please, let's take notice of that. These are a few tips that I want to give you. So, um, I talked about giving you guys some best asylum cases. Yes. So the first one that I want to give to you guys is, if you are stuck and you don't really know which case to actually what use, you can use the LGBTQ community. Yeah, that is one asylum case that has a lot of positive approvals. Yes, that is one thing I'll give to you guys. And please never say I don't know at your asylum interview, under no circumstance. At no point should they ask you any question where you say, please, I don't know. Please, I have no idea about that. No, they're asking you questions based on what you are saying, based on your claim. For example, when you say your people or maybe your family members were hunting to kill you, they ask you maybe, did you file for any police report or whatever? You just say, I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't do that. No, it should never happen, because this is your case. And please never say, I don't know. Never, never, never. Yes. So I hope this will actually help in a way or two. Please do what you like this video. Please subscribe to your boy Alan Cash's YouTube channel, and please share this video along to all your friends and families. Yes. If you happen to watch this video after the live session, which will be closing in a few seconds, please do well to. If you have any comments, just leave them in the comment section. And this video was actually um like, I had many people like commenting under videos that I should come and explain how the whole asylum process goes. And yes, as I said, I always say, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comment section. I'll make my due research about it, and I'll come in and explain it further. Yes. um Yes, so that's it. If you have any comments, please leave them. Like this video for me. And please do what to share this video to all your loved ones. I appreciate you guys, and I hope this video will actually help you guys through your whole process. Yes. If at any point in time, as I said, if you have any problems, please seek legal advice. Yes, seek legal advice, because I am no immigration lawyer, I'm no immigration consultant. Everything that I say is based on personal experience and what my due research. Yes, thank you guys for watching. Please, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you in my next video. It's bye for now. Have a great day, guys. I love you all.